Now we know there's 5 triangles. 3 of them are in category A. Front triangle, rear triangle, opposite side triangle. And we now have the knowledge that we can switch from one triangle to another if I have one of the other ones. You can't jump from category A to category B. So in other words, if you have a side triangle, you can't go to a front triangle or a rear triangle. So you can't switch from triangle to triangle as long as you know which ones you can pair up and make into combinations. So now we have that knowledge. The second bit of knowledge we need to be aware of is you don't fall into the fully locked triangle. When we do our setups from a neutral position, more than likely you'll end up in the triangle trap. For those that aren't familiar with the position, I have crossed ankles, and now I'm using the triangle trap to control Carl's shoulders and head. Right? I can't choke him out from here until I make a figure 4. Now it's how you manage this transition from here to here. We have a fully locked triangle now. That will determine whether you get a triangle or not, and that's probably the biggest battle. The first battle is getting to the triangle trap through a lot of steps. We're going to do one in the next move, or this move actually. Getting from here and then getting into a fully locked triangle. That's one example from category A, category B, cross flat is back. That's side triangle again. So again, just from our position, it's the same stuff. You look to get into a trap triangle first of all. So I'm starting to attack the armbar, Carl's hand to hand, I thread my foot through, then I find this. I bring him on top, and when I kick this leg through, notice the way, I have a triangle trap. I have a fully locked triangle. You'll have to make a transition, okay, from this position to this position together. Okay, and there's small things we're doing, and we will be covering them individually as we study each triangle. But I think it's good in our triangle journey to be aware of that skill or that concept that we need to be thinking about. So we're going to do our first setup into the triangle trap. A lot of time triangles you can get them from scrambles. What is scrambles? It means I don't have a dominant grip on Carl and he doesn't have one on me. A lot of scrambles happens from the kneeling position. So just start facing that way, bro. So let's just say I'm in turtle top, Carl's in turtle bottom, and Carl has an underhook here, which means I don't want my back taken, so I've got a whizzer on. Okay, and then this will be the battle. Again, from Carl's perspective, if my head was high, he's probably going to body lock me and then take me back this way. Or if my head was low, he could transition and go for like a north-south front head. And again, you kind of don't want to be going down that battle. But if I can get him to post his hand on the mat, I can threaten the triangle trap. Does that make sense? So Carl has the underhook, I have a whizzer, then he switched to the body lock. Danagher calls this directionality of force concept. So in other words, I want to use my hips, my weight on Carl to get him to put his hand on the mat. So I'm going to put my hand on the mat, and now I'm going to lift my knees off the mat. Now I'm going to have asymmetric hips, so I'm going to raise my right hip and lower my left hip. Carl's going to try and take my weight. If I drive straight into him, I'm not going to do anything. But if I put my weight towards my hand that's posted, watch what happens. If Carl doesn't post, I can take him down from this position. Okay, so this is called directionality of force. Using my weight on hips in a certain direction. So if I'm here and I'm posted and I have my whizzer on, I would just put this hand on my hip. Okay. Put my weight on him, my weight's on my knees, and my knees are on the mat. I lift my knees off the mat and I turn my hip. Now I start to put my weight towards my hand, and now from there I can flatten Carl out and start to work my position. Good players are going to stop that by putting their hand on the mat, which gives me the triangle trap. So we're here, he's the body lock on, I have the whizzer on, I put my hand on the mat, I lift my knees off the mat, and I start putting that force towards my hand. Carl posts. I'm going to do two things at once. From here, I'm going to step towards my foot,
and throw my leg over his back, and now my left hand comes over Charles' left shoulder and makes a hook. Now I have an unweighted leg, okay? So now I can just drop straight back, and by sheer luck, we're in the triangle. Okay? So again, if you're not familiar on how to finish the triangle from here, you're just going to end it here. If you already have that skill, don't worry, I'm going to teach you that in future weeks. Just face this. So, Kjarl has the body lock. I have a whizzer. Okay? From here, I'm going to put my hand on the mat. I'm going to lift my knees off the mat, and I raise my right hip, lower my left, and put my weight towards my right hand. Okay? From there, I just step towards my foot, throw my leg over his back, I take out the whizzer, and I bring it over the top of Kjarl's left shoulder and under his armpit. This allows me now to have an unweighted leg. My right leg is free, so I can throw it back. And now that hand was on the arm clip just becomes a single leg tie. We're in the triangle trap, and now from here, we can move from that to the fully locked triangle. Facing this way around. So here's the body lock on. I have the whizzer. Okay. Hand on the mat. Knees off the mat and drop one and lower one. The goal is to put Kjarl's hand on the mat. Once I have that, my leg comes up. Okay. From there, hand comes across. Now I have an unweighted leg. Okay. I can shoot straight into the triangle trap, and then from there, I can finish. So again, Kjarl has the body lock. I have a whizzer on. Right hand's on the mat. I'm going to lift my knees off the mat and make a boost. Once I'm there, I step towards my foot, leg comes over the back, hand comes under the shoulder, and now I have an unweighted leg. So shoot straight into the triangle trap, don't let go of the head, cut the angle, and chop. Okay, let's drill that, guys.